Hey, Dad. Huh? What's up?
Did you order some kegs of beer?
No.
Well, there's a fella in a beer truck out on the street that says you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just a sec.
Rocky Road. What? Cha-cha-cheetah. Free-wheel bicycle.
Hello, and welcome to Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast, a podcast about really anything, and everything. Welcome to the show. This is another spontaneous episode. Last night, I'm going to quit talking in that voice because it sounds weird as shit. Anyway, last night, I got the wonderful privilege of being on the Middle of the Road podcast with Coach Casey and TJ. It was an amazing time, as always. I recorded our little segment, which you will hear later on in this bonus episode. Anyway, speaking of that, we were briefly talking about who killed WCW. I don't know if any of you wonderful listeners have got a chance to check that out. It's essentially, about wrestling. Anyway, so this is kind of funny. Vince Russo says bro 353 times in the 4-hour interview session. That dude is so annoying, but I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny because he's one of those that, bro, you know what I mean, bro? Yeah, anyway. So let's see what else. I got a couple strange little things, I guess, maybe. This was in 1982. A 12-year-old paperboy, John David Gosch, I think that's how you say it, Gosch, disappeared after retrieving papers for delivery. His parents found his wagon 2 blocks from their home, but their son was nowhere in sight. 15 years later, a man reportedly showed up at his mother's home at 2:30 a.m., claiming to be him. Man, that would be something else. That's kind of creepy, too, in a sense. Man. Anyhow, this is kind of a disgusting one, so hopefully you're not eating right now. A leech has 10 stomachs, 32 brains, 9 pairs of testicles, and several hundred teeth. That's probably why they latch onto you, huh? Ugh. Leeches. Leeches are disgusting. A Chinese woman got her 20 boyfriends to buy her 20 iPhones, then sold them to buy a house. Wah, wah. That's kind of dumb. Who remembers Corn Pops with the foil bag? You guys remember that? That was... that's another thing, too. I don't know if any of you have realized, just as the years go on, like everything doesn't really taste like it used to. I remember they brought back the Doritos 3D, and them suckers didn't taste the same. Of course, the Corn Pops, they don't. I haven't had a bowl of those in quite a while, I guess, to be honest with you, but either or. I'm just going to keep trucking along here. So I think it is this one. Yep. Okay. So I got this. This came up on my Facebook memories thing. This dude, I was incarcerated with him for quite a while in Gillette. Either or. He was very... his word structure, I guess, I don't even know, grammar, was so on point. But anyway, he was always into, like freestyle rapping, and he had sheets and sheets and sheets of stuff wrote out, and quite phenomenal stuff. But this is an older. It was back in 2014. But just imagine inside of a vehicle, and yeah, just some recording. So here you go. This is Food Stamp.
The bottom to the top, where we ain't quite there. Let's celebrate now, put your 40s in the air. Toast your cup, smoke and roll your blunt. This one here's for growing up, close enough. Cut the rugs, move your butt, show enough. Bottom to the top, well I ain't quite there. I'll celebrate now, put my 40 in the air. Toast your cup, smoke and roll your blunt. This one here's for growing up, or close enough. Cut the rugs, move your butt, show enough. That's what's up. Yeah, told him that's what's up. What? I told him that's what's up. I don't think that hurts you. Cut the rug, move your butt, show enough. That's what's up. I'm talking boiling water just to take a bath. Getting most of furniture and clothing out the fucking trash. Using coffee filters just to wipe my dirty ass. Retarded ass kid with straight abs and steel fucking pants. I'm my mom's worst nightmare. Kicked out at 14, the world don't fight fair. Get a job and get your dreams. Learn real quick how to adapt. Stereo and fucking hood rats, drinking hated through sour mash. My whole crew locked up or dead. R.I.P. James E. Pour out the brew and bow your head. Yeah, and bump this shit to the top of the morning to ya. Represent the block and bend every fucking corner to it. And put your trucks on the ground like a car. Put your cars in the air like a truck. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Get that fuck. That's what's up. I told him that's what's up. I don't think that hurts you. I told him that's what's up. Yeah, I told him that's what's up. Whoa. From the bottom to the top where we ain't quite there. Let's celebrate now, put your 40s in the air. Toast your cup, smoke and roll your blunts. This one here's for going up or close enough. Let the rugs move your butt, show enough. Bottom to the top, well I ain't quite there. I'll celebrate now and put my 40 in the air. Toast your cup, smoke and roll your blunts. This one here's for going up or close enough. Cut the rugs, move your butt, show enough. Yeah, I told them that's what's up. I told him that's what's up. And we could French toast. Cut the rugs with the butt, show enough. That's what's up. Motherfucker, Food Stamp. Intellectual 2014. Oh, it's your boy, man. Could you even fucking comprehend any of that shit? Like, I wrote that shit in like 1 fucking hour. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What's up? Show me something.
Can you do a 380 tail kick in the parking lot, nigga?
I dig it. I still dig it, and will till forever dig that song. I don't know. Probably because I don't know. I did time with the dude. He's very talented. As far as what you just heard. Hopefully you're doing good, my man. Up and out. As they say, from the bottom to the top. Well, we ain't quite there, but we're getting there. Anywho, so I guess without further ado, I'm gonna quit rambling. It's getting a little warm in the garage. It is currently. Well, it says it's 84 degrees outside, but it's a little bit warmer in here. Anyway, I guess I could, do you guys want some, we got some facts. Do you like how I was like, quit rambling? Let's see. Da, 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 da. All right. Today is National Sunglasses Day. Ooh, I'm always rocking my sunglasses. Try to anyway. Also, National Onion Day. This is being recorded June 27th, actually, just to let y'all know. National Ice Cream Cake Day. Ooh, ice cream cake. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oh, shit. Wow. Today is also National PTSD Awareness Day. That is something that, something that shouldn't be taken lightly. That's for damn sure. It's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. Yeah. Anywho, like I said, without further ado, we got the Middle of the Road podcast. It was recorded June 26th. Oh, I guess I could do a lead up to this. We tried doing the Zoom, and I tell you what, it never fails. Anytime there's some sort of live that I try to do, it essentially something goes wrong or what have you. But anyway, we made it work. I called in while they were doing their live event or live show. But yeah, super fun. I hope all of you three-wheelers enjoy this little snippet. Well, I guess not snippet. Shit, I think we went on for about an hour. Lots of crazy cool conversation and topics. But yeah, without further ado, I'm your host, Stevie V, with the Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast, signing off.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
I know what the big deal about Cracker Jack is. Did you ever go and buy a pack of Cracker Jack thinking you're going to get a prize and find no prize in the box? Here's the pitch.
Well, sometimes you'll have those connection problems. Are you there, buddy?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Beautiful.
On the phone, joining us from Casper, Wyoming, it is a longtime friend of the show, my second, maybe even surpassed TJ and my snap.
We don't have a streak at all.
Buddy. And, well, but still my most snapped. It's Stevie V with the Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast and Vanderheiden Designs. And what's up, buddy?
What's happening, you studs?
Oh, man. I don't know. We start out the show just like on all the wrong feet that you could start it out on. Technical difficulties. Show kept crashing. My program I run the show with crashed like 3 times. We're running on borrowed time right now, so I didn't want to chance it by also stepping Zoom into the mix. TJ, my internet rejects eye technology.
That could be
and
it.
when he comes over, he hooks up 2 eye devices to it, and it just does not do well with it. It doesn't understand all that new modern liberal stuff.
You think iPhone's more liberal than Android?
I think it is the ultimate in liberal technology. What was the first phone to allow you to change your pronouns?
Can I change my pronouns on there?
You can. You can
Really?
be they, them, other. When you set your contacts up, you can set them up with pronouns.
I've got you as she, it on mine.
Hell yeah, you do, because I am the she, it. Well, what's Casper, Wyoming like this evening, my friend?
Well, it's a little, what's the word for it? Gloomy, I guess. The sun's not really shining. It's raining a little bit, but not too much.
What's the temperature?
Ooh, I knew you were going to. Earlier was like 80 something.
Hell yeah.
Man, today I think was a cooler day, quite humid, but I believe it was like 94 today, 95 maybe. Yesterday and the day before 102, 103, and I believe Friday we're back in like the 102 to 103 with a heat index of like 110.
Yeah.
And I will be kayaking again.
Yeah.
So, be on that kayak game, bro. You ever
What,
kayak, man?
I got a question for you. So
Okay.
the fellow
might
that
do
you
a question.
heard hollering in the woods or whatever, did you actually see him?
Yeah, no, I seen him. I looked right over. He was in this exchange. He was probably 12 to 15 feet from me, and he was sitting on a Lowe's blue bucket. I started identifying things in case I did get raped and I had to tell the story.
I was like, when you were talking about it earlier, I'm like trying to think of what the fuck he looks like.
The best way to describe him,
he knows what they look
the
like.
best way to describe him would be if Mr. Miyagi was a white guy that was like 6'2".
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, the real thin mustache, little tiny goatee, long string
on a bucket. That
long
makes him Mr. Miyagi.
long stringy hair, and because he had flip flops on, so it might remind me of like the
Pants.
They were like cut up jean shorts.
Oh yeah,
And
he's
then
not fucking around then. Flip
He had
flops.
a tattered type t-shirt. He had a shirt on, man. It was I want to say it was a NASCAR like DuPont Racing Gordon.
Oh
See,
shit!
that's what I said. I start putting this stuff together just in case, man. If I do survive, like I think I'm one of those people that would survive one of those horrific events that most people would want to die, but I want to be able to, freaking tell the tale.
He'd
So
be in our group if he was wearing a Jeff Gordon group. He'd be in the Father's.
He'd be in your group. Stop saying our group. That'd be your group. I am anti-Fathers Against Gay Society. So I am free love. I want everybody to exist equally and be miserable equally, just like I am. That is my wish for everybody.
Yep, but leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, but don't tell me what I have to do or don't do. But other than that, I don't care. So, and most of the time, I've never, never unless I've been maybe putting it out there, have I been approached by a man because I think I'm clearly.
That guy in the woods was about to approach you.
Yeah, that's different. That's, boy, you look good, make you squeal like a pig. That's different. I mean, that not an attraction. That could have been anything.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Wood rape, is that like the same as prison rape where it's not gay?
I think it is because you have options. You can leave the woods.
Maybe he was tethered.
Are you trying to convince yourself that it's okay that when you and your buddies go into the woods and go hunting, what you've been doing's been okay?
Yeah.
Hey, bud, we need
At
to keep
camp.
warm, cousin. Hey, we're cousins, man. We got two things going for us. We're in the woods and we're cousins. It can't be gay. Can be. Give me a hug, Deej.
Not gay if it's
Yeah, and that double cancels it out because you're in the woods now. I'm glad you just found that out. I had something I was going to do. It's a lot of the stories are way too long. It's not even just because I'm a bad reader, but we'll do one of them that's a smaller one. And this is basically who was the asshole is essentially what it is. You want to play?
Oh yeah, of course.
And what really the thing that sucks about this is we're just going to have to do majority rules on this because it doesn't really tell you who the asshole was. But it's Dave and Pat's anniversary, and Pat cooks a romantic dinner. Pat knows that Dave hates mushrooms, but he insists this mushroom chicken will be delicious.
Pat a dude.
Dave refuses. I knew you would catch it right away. Dave refuses to eat it and says Pat should have made something without it. Who's the asshole? Pat or Dave? And now you go back to Pat's a woman.
Okay, well, Pat should fucking know that Dave doesn't like mushrooms. So fuck Pat.
Okay, Pat's the asshole, right? What about you, Stevie?
Well, it's Pat's wedding, though, right?
Correct. It's Dave and Pat's anniversary. It's their anniversary together.
Oh,
Pat
gotcha.
cooked a
Okay,
romantic dinner. Pat
yeah.
cooked a romantic dinner for both of them. Now, granted, these are individually.
It was like Pat from fucking SNL.
Dude, that's what I was thinking too, yo.
It's Pat.
I agree with TJ for the fact that these are individual cooked chickens, and you could have made yours with mushrooms and that sauce, and you could have made the chicken and rice and stuff without it. So to me, I would say one, they're both assholes because Pat should have at least, or Dave should have at least tried a bite.
Nope.
But if you're anti-mushroom, you're like my wife. I'm not going to change you, man.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
where's
your
the
pick?
love?
I mean, you've already lost, so we've already decided that Pat is the asshole. But what's your pick, buddy?
I don't know. I think I would have to say Pat as well. I
All
mean,
How about
fuck
this?
him.
Frankie's best friend Jonah is really into gaming. When he buys the new Animal Crossing, Frankie says she'd love to play with him so they can spend time together. Jonah says no. She'll mess up his island. Frankie is offended. Who's the asshole?
Jonah, he kind of seems like he's a little prick about his game.
Okay. What about you?
I mean,
Stevie?
Frank should understand.
I think
He's
I'm
not
on-
trying
I'm
to
on-
get. Jonah's not trying to get his stats fucked up.
Yeah, this is gaming, dog.
Yeah.
We're friends.
Yeah.
We're BS. But we're not gaming BS, you know? Like, it's like,
I just think that, I guess Jonah don't want to.
Like, if you wanted to be on my team, on my server, maybe I'll let you in, but
Squad
you're
or
not
something.
get on my island. You know, like I have all top 10 people on my team, and you know, you get on your account like 3 times a week. Are you even going to be serious about this?
Oh yeah.
Speaking
All right.
of games, I bought one of those little gaming system things with the retro 20,000 game thing. I bought it on Instagram,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
Oh, I have now a third person. Stevie, have you ever ordered anything from Temu?
Negative, but my kids have.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
But
Bella like sends the shit out, and she gets like all this free shit through Timo, and I was like, it's a fucking scam. And all that shit showed up. So
I know that's what's crazy is.
is that where your kayak came from?
No, they have them on there.
Yeah.
But no, a guy at work was wearing a decent looking pair of thin jeans, like the kind you'd want in the hot weather.
Yeah.
Good looking, dark color. Looked at him. I said, "Where'd you get those jeans at, Alan?" He said, Temu. My wife got them on Temu. She's freaking always on there. I said, "How much were they?" $7. Dang. Fit good, look good. They're thin. They're gonna last 10 wears.
Yeah.
12. So what? $7. You buy you freaking 10 pair of those?
You can get you a fucking fleet of kayaks off of Temu.
That's where I need like 10 positive affirmations.
When
And-
we go to war with the other kayak crews around here,
I'm gonna eventually.
Yeah.
Like, it's all gotta be lightweight stuff too.
we'll kill them, and then we'll take their kayaks, and then we're just gonna have a
Man,
massive-
I don't know if I'm gonna let you in. You're going right to killing.
Well, we're in a war.
No, like in the in like the biker gangs and stuff, it was a lot more intimidation. You want to make money off of people. You want to.
This is a business.
I know.
We're
So,
gonna be running
listen,
heroin up and down.
yeah, you can make. You can make. No, we're not.
Oh, what are we doing?
Disclaimer, no, we're not. This is truly for leisure. We might eventually, like if booze are legal, we might illegal. We might be a leg.
Moonshining up
Yeah,
and down?
we might be on a leg of it where we pass it along. You
How
know,
can we get this shit up to Wyoming, up to Casper? You're gonna have to figure out the river system, but that's
that's gonna be upstream. That's gonna be real hard. I had to. The wind was going against me in my journey, and it was difficult. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Maybe you can't be in our gang, Stevie.
he could float down to us.
He can float down, and then
Yeah, and then he just can't get home. I mean, we'll fly him back or something.
Yeah,
Man, I wonder how
We'll have
long
all
that
that
would
heroin
actually
money.
take.
you'd have to map it out.
Do you want to tell us your story from yesterday? Do you want to church it up, or did you not want to do it, buddy?
Oh, the appliance one?
Yeah, I'll leave it up to you. It's okay. I knew that was on your radar, and you were debating back and forth. While you think about it, here in Wichita, a local man admitted to stealing human remains from a local hospital.
Like arms and shit.
Man, Wichita, previously employed at Wesley Medical Center, pled guilty in federal court involving the theft of human body parts from a Wichita hospital. 39-year-old Angelo, it's always of Wichita, and another Angelo, 2 Angelos, different last name, Arsenian and Pariah, I don't know, of Pennsylvania, each pled guilty Monday in federal court.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know. Wichita man previously employed, but then it says of Montgomery, Pennsylvania, each
That's
pled.
where they be living from.
Yeah, maybe that's where they come down here to work for, or
I'm here to steal our body parts.
I guess.
Take them back to Pennsylvania.
They were charged of interstate transport of stolen goods.
Oh, not body parts.
Court records show One of the Angelos admitted to stealing remains from Wesley Medical Center where he worked and arranged to sell them to the other Angelo between 2018 and 22.
You know what they're doing? They're giving them to that your guy, the governor or whatever he is, the senator, that weirdo,
The one that's trying to build people?
the hoodie guy.
Why?
Because he's from Pennsylvania and he needs these body parts.
Why? To fix
to
his
run on.
problem?
Yeah, because he's got to put himself.
I
back
thought maybe
together
they were
on
trying to
Humpty
build,
Dumpty.
like, it's either an art guy or they're trying to build, like, people or something.
Yeah, like Terminators.
Metropolitan area newspaper Patriot News reported from the assistant U.S. attorney that Angelo and Angelo conducted business online through eBay.
What?
So now that wins. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen sold on eBay? How would you list that?
I get on the
Is
old
there a
eBay app.
category for
are you
used
looking
body
for?
parts?
What do you want?
There,
I could
dude.
use some new legs.
There is shit. I can't remember what the documentary's called, but it's like a black market type
Helping
shit.
Hands is what it's called.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I know
Well,
what you're
this-
talking about, where like people will do like the organs and stuff.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, like black market kidney transplants and
Yeah.
Yeah.
now, I'm fine with it until they start doing it just because, like, my kidneys aren't big enough. I want a bigger kidney, like, listen, God gave you those
Didn't Charlie the unicorn or whatever, Charlie the horse, wake up and his kidneys were gone when he went to Candy Mountain one time?
Charlie, your kidneys are gone.
Oh, shit, my kidneys.
All right, so have you had any body parts stolen from Casper, Wyoming lately?
Negative, but I know it is very popular in Colorado.
Body parts are?
Well, there were a couple funeral homes that got raided and shit because they had, it was pretty fucked up. So, like, okay, imagine
What do you do with them? Is it like is it a art thing? Is it a collection? Is it a sexual thing?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't really understand.
Oh, you're not one of them? Oh, sorry. I thought you said it was big in your area.
No, he said
Nope,
Colorado.
Colorado.
I just
I don't
looked at body parts on eBay, and the first thing I came up with was Camaro body parts. So
Okay,
Oh.
I could see that. Yeah, you might not want to search human body parts on there because
body parts.
Angelo and Angelo are facing some serious stuff for that. So
How much money do you think Angelo's made?
I don't know
I mean, really, they're already dead.
how many. I don't like me. I'm one of those people. I don't care really what you do with me. I really don't want to be molested when I'm dead. That would be the only thing. You can cut me up. You can eat me. You can do all kinds of stuff.
I
But
think that's
But even then, I don't really care either. Honestly, like seriously, if that makes somebody happy, maybe I'll actually request that now. I want
Yeah.
my manginity taken.
Put that in your
after I
will.
die. Yeah.
like say,
Yeah, honey, if you want to get if you don't want it to go to my charity, you have to arrange my manginity to get taken after I die.
yeah, like so
Nothing
you're dead,
weird.
You're already cold. You're in there on the slab, and this guy's gonna pay Amy. He's like, look, I want some time with Casey before.
I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you what I'm not going to do because I'm going to do everything.
So you would definitely arrange that.
I'd be fine with it. Like
Yeah.
especially if I knew she was
You're dead.
if she was going to financially prosper, and especially if it didn't happen in a way where my life or my life support would pay out, or my my insurance.
You're gonna
my
get
life
you're gonna get your life insurance, and then on top of that,
Oh man,
they're gonna
she's
give
gonna get her new
Amy-
car, get her a new freaking
new Ford Tempo.
Oh man, she's gonna get her a brand new freaking Equinox.
Yeah.
At this time, it's
New-
gonna be a 2042 Equinox,
Yeah.
man. I'm calling my year, bro. I just called my year.
Only
Not
20
very long
that's
away.
18 more years.
Not very long
That's
away.
crazy. That's 18 years. That
Wow.
sounds like fucking future shit.
Stevie, how many twins were in your total school that you can remember, like where you went to high school?
Damn it, dude. One. No, there was two actually. Two twins.
I had two in my class, one identical and two of the other one.
There were
One and one.
I don't want to say large amount, but there were throughout Belle Plaine, I would say.
in my class.
In my class alone, we only had one, but above me, below me, around me, like within like 4 grades above and below. At one point, I'll bet there was like 8 sets of twins. I mean, 6 maybe. You know, I mean, it was still what I considered I considered large for a school of, you know, at that say our pool was 400 people. Well, I'm going grade.
Yeah.
I'm going 8 grade.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not. Our 4 grades were 200.
Yeah,
What's that, buddy?
after thinking about it, the one set of twins, good friend of
He's a
mine,
deep thinker.
he's his identical twin is his sister.
Amy, if you're listening, that maybe I'm wrong. Do we have how many did we have?
His identical twin was his sister?
Yes, sir.
How does that work?
I don't know.
No, hey, hold on. I might have not been. Tell me that again.
You did say that. You heard it right.
Say it
Yeah,
again.
so Ryan Patzer and Amanda Patzer are twins, and one's a boy, one's a girl.
Okay.
But they're not identical. You said identical.
Oh, touche. I did.
Oh, okay.
That's why I made case like, did he really?
Well, I mean, I've seen the boy and girls that are identical, but you're still. I mean, what I would consider as far as identical for
Like
a boy
Tyler
and
and
girl
Cole are
could be.
identical.
Yeah. So, and you've got cousins that are.
I've got them on both sides of my family.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any twins in my family that I can think of. Amy's got a pair of twins I like, but other than that,
she came with them. So.
Yeah, there was quite a few. Well, double take. 23 sets of twins graduate from a single Massachusetts middle school.
That's insane. Tell me how many kids they be having in that.
23 sets of twins. 23 sets of twins have graduated from a Massachusetts middle school, making up about 10% of the 8th grade class. So if you're wondering, that's between 450 or 500 children in each grade. So that was extraordinary high. So 4 out of 400.
Maybe it's a twin school.
Well, 10. Do your math again. I'm glad you're not a
230.
Massachusetts.
Do your math again, bud. Well, it's 46, and they're 10%.
Yeah.
So it's 23 sets. So now just take that time.
Yeah.
So 460.
460. That's a lot.
I don't do reading well. You don't do math well.
How many of them are identical?
Let's see if we can scan it. It's unusual. 10 sets of.
That's a big school too.
Typically, we have anywhere from 5 to 10 sets at most, given the number. And I don't know if that's in each grade at that point, but the school gave a special shout out to the 23 sets of twins. There's something going on in that town, man.
That's
Maybe
all
they're
I've been
like
thinking
one of those-
about when you've been talking about this.
They're in one of those. Well, especially now that I
plant there.
Yeah, or they're there. It's one of those artificial insemination towns, and they just be splitting embryos like crazy. Like
How big is
it
the
became
town?
Well, I mean, if there's 450 kids in each grade, let's say that's
right there. Nemaha? The very first.
Needham, Massachusetts. Needham. I knew that's how it would help you spell it if I said Needham, but it's Needham, I believe.
I wonder if they're like the
So
capital
let's say
of
it's a
twins.
high school of 2,000. So I mean, that's a 20. That's a 15,000.
31,248 in 2018.
Yeah, so 46 in one class. That's crazy. That's a little small in Derby, probably.
It's one of the richest cities in Massachusetts.
That's what I'm telling you. This became a fad. Some doctor figured out how to split these embryos.
Going around selling embryos is what he
Well,
was doing.
and he's splitting them. He's like, man, I can split them, bro. I just take a needle there, split it up. Dude, you get 2 kids, bro. And most of them look fairly regular. I mean, I don't see a lot of heads coming out of foreheads. I don't see. I mean, they're all small, but they're middle schoolers. They should be. A lot of white kids, pretty much predominantly white kids in Massachusetts, I'm noticing. At least in the twins. There are a set of Hispanics over here. So that might be Angelo and Angelo from the last story. Or their kids, I don't know.
Isn't like boating and stuff big in Massachusetts?
Boating? I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Or
man.
is
Yeah,
that
like you
Rhode
go, like,
Island?
down to the bay, go to the bay or something.
Tea parties, Stevie.
Tea parties? Is that where like the Boston one was?
Yeah, that's the massive.
Man, that's Titletown. Kind of a segue, and it's late, but we haven't done a show really since then. Does anybody care that the Celtics won? And besides,
No. Amy says Stacy and Tracy.
yeah, Kolupka,
Ooh.
but they weren't in our class.
Stacy and Tracy.
Yeah, and they weren't in our class.
That would have been a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and there was plenty of others. We had the Cowhick,
Their parents, Stacy, Tracy.
Shauna and Tanya Cowhick. We had
Cowhick.
Yeah, there was a set. There was a couple sets of boys. There was, but there was. I mean, we had a fair amount. There was one of our girls in our class, her sisters were like 2 or 3 grades younger than us. I think she had twins. We had, so anyway. Stevie, what do you got? You want to tell your story, or are you still?
I do want a little take on that Boston Celtics thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
You watching the draft tonight, Stevie?
Are you telling
yeah,
me,
it's on, but the TV's like fucking turned the other way right now.
Was that the worst? I only watched 2.5 games, and I might have watched a part of all of them, but I had to shut every one but one of them off because
I guess the ratings probably weren't very good.
No, and because they were blowout games, all but one of them was a blowout. It just wasn't. There wasn't an exciting series. You knew after game 2 that there was 0 chance for Dallas to win it. What was your take, buddy? Sorry.
Well, I only watched the last game, to be honest with you, but like just watching it, well, because my middle daughter's a fucking Mavericks fan, you know, so I'm cheering for the Mavericks, whatever. And when I turned it on, I'm like,
Luka, or is she an Irving guy?
Luka.
Okay, that's better.
But like I was sitting there watching it when I was painting and shit, and I'm, what the fuck is this? What are you guys doing? They were just like lobbing the ball up, and like I don't know, it was gross.
NBA is hard to watch.
Sometimes it's good, man. It's crazy. You'll get a regular Wednesday game, and all of a sudden I'm into it. But playoffs was pretty unwatchable. Like some of the series were good. There was the early on ones. I mean, the Pacers series. Like that's when I usually get into basketball. But as soon as it was, and I could have rooted for Dallas because I need a Dallas championship. It's been 30 years since my team won one. But Dallas had a chance to have a hockey team. They were right up. They lost in the conference finals.
Win?
No, Florida won. That's the other news, which that kind of pissed me off too because kind of became somewhat of a de facto Oilers fan through Trailer Park Boys.
Okay. I'm gonna pick a hockey team next year. I don't know. We have to come up with some kind of deal.
I'm gonna go Oilers.
No, I'm just gonna do random generation.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna learn about. I'm gonna be like, man, you know that number, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
He's fucking whatever.
Man, can I be part of this?
Russian
I've been a
name?
Blackhawks fan since I was in 7th grade.
There you
Now,
go.
so you and my wife would get along great. She's huge. She was more of a local team fan. I mean, she's huge hockey. But she then picked Vegas like the year.
She did a good pick.
Yeah, the year that they started, she became a Vegas fan. That was the year we were frequenting Vegas. We got to go that first year. They went to the playoffs, and she got to go to a playoff game, and she was already hooked. From then, she was definitely hooked. So.
It sucked that they fucking lost.
Yeah, but she watched every minute of every game of.
I'm gonna try to do that. I want to learn, because I don't know hockey that well, so I want to just learn about it.
I'm enjoying it more these days than I used to. Even like we went to a Thunder game and it was fairly enjoyable. It was a high scoring game, and I'm coming around on it. I was too hockey what anti-soccer guys are to soccer. Yeah, I'm Hawk Tua. I just learned about Hawk Tua today. How late is that?
You're at least 10 days
behind.
behind.
Is that 10 days behind?
Yeah.
When did you hear about Hawk Tua, girl?
Fucking a while ago, dude. When it was on the TikTok thing, and then now it's a big deal or whatever, and it was funny. Someone here locally they made T-shirts, that said her face.
Makes the man go crazy every time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
the guys in town doing what?
They're making those T-shirts, right? And then I seen someone commented on it and was like, I don't understand what this is. And this dude commented, and he's like, just don't waste your time. It's dumb.
Just spit on it.
Yeah.
I had the exact same conversation with my wife, Stevie.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't get it. She goes, is this something that guys are into? Am I missing out on something? Have you ever had anybody do that to you? And I said, it's nothing I'm into, and I've never had it done to me before. I think it's more like a porno thing.
I've heard they do it on the videos.
But I said, and she was like, should I be doing that? And I was like, that is something I'm not interested in. Somebody was saying it's like when the hawk, it reminds them of like a loogie hawk,
I thought it would be more of the choking would be the opposite of that would make a guy feel good. Even though, I don't know.
Essentially, it's just like some drunk person Some drunk
Yeah,
broad.
Dad is what I.
So I apologize to the world, to you, Stevie, to Josh, to all my social media friends, because I've been off, man. I'm going on almost 2 months that I might do 5 minutes on Facebook to go find some of your posts and see them and like them. Some of my buddy Josh's, some of the people that support me. But I've shut the Twitter down. Instagram's about the only thing that I kind of get on, and that's because somebody will send me something on it, and it'll be like a reel or whatever, and then all of a sudden I'm scrolling those. You'll send me one or two, and then all of a sudden I'm stuck on there for 2 hours.
I know.
Yeah.
I would really like to be done with social media.
But
really.
that's what I said. I'm kind of
me too.
It's been horrible for the show. I'll be honest with you. Since I've taken the social media break, our show has went further down, all that. But I am mentally way better, so it's fine. And I'll get back to it. I'll figure out a fine line. I just was starting to get affected by social media not for the first time, but I was seeing it. And we're on an election cycle, and there's people that I like that say shit that I don't think they really mean, or I pray they don't, on those places. And
Well, never know.
What else you got to tell us about your show, buddy? Give the people that are new, that are watching, that don't know you. I gave you a little bit of a plug, but tell us about your show. Where can they find it?
You can find it on Spotify, all the major podcast platforms, Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast. Essentially, it's a podcast really about anything, I guess.
Yeah.
What's the niche to your guys' podcast?
Not. I mean, I think it's kind of news and non-topical topics for the most part, with what I'd say, banter. We had a direction when we first started. It was essentially middle of the road. TJ's a hardcore Republican. I'm somewhere lost. Long ago, I would be what you would consider a staunch Democrat. I don't think I was ever a liberal. I'm not one of the extreme people. I'm not anti-gun necessarily. I got some different beliefs on some of it, but I'm not at all anti-gun. But I'm your weird. I think I'm truly a libertarian more anymore. But I just am so anti 47, 45, whatever he is, that it's hard for me. I just think he changes the country. So anyways, we started the show with the premise that somebody that sucks off Trump and somebody that wants to suck off Biden, or whatever you want to call it, or a Trump backer and a left backer, can still get along throughout all of the Trump era. I mean, we give each other shit and talk, but when we got together, ultimately we didn't really sit there and fight about politics, and we didn't let the fact that, I can look past a lot of TJ's flaws, basically. Fuck. I think it was just this is God's test on life on me to see how patient of a human.
I'm not suffering at all over here.
To see how patient of a human I am with this angry, backward thinking Neanderthal.
No.
I don't mean that. Well, sometimes I do. I think you see the world a little. And I say it straight to you, though. I when you say some of the stuff you say, but that's the conversation we can have. I can say what I have, and it might hurt your feelings a little bit, but I don't truly mean it.
No,
really, I love
no.
you. Whatever. I can hurt your feelings.
I can hurt your feelings.
I doubt it. They're dead.
I'm dead too.
You say you're dead. I have to hear
I'm meaner than you.
No, I don't think that's true at all. Because you go instant. I don't think so.
So you think like my 100%?
I think you're angrier than me is different than meaner than me. I can go for kill shots. I just don't, because it's not necessary.
I don't go for kill shots.
You usually do go for. I mean, you literally had a guy piss you off, and in the story you were talking to me on there. I can play it here in a minute. You wanted to kill the guy, and then you're like, "No, I can't kill him." But we should,
when.
On your angry rants you sent me when we were going to start doing the angry.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet, have we?
Well, no, because you have.
I still want to kill that person.
I know. That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
so,
but everybody will.
Sorry, Stevie. Anyways, we started.
That's the premise we argue.
We started to prove that we could. We were going to talk politics, talk everything going on in today, and then meet in the middle. Basically, we never really met in the middle. We just kind of left it hanging where I said you're an idiot, and he said you're an idiot, and then we move on but prove that
we can still be friends.
Yeah. So when we first kind of brought up the premise was the time when families that seemed used stopped going to dinner together, when Uncle Bob and cousin Larry, wouldn't go to the same event because Larry fucking, kept posting Trump shit. And, Bob said, all lives are equal, but I think women should have a right, the right to choose. And then, so the family just hated both of them now because their crazy political views. So, anyways,
Yeah.
so
Crazy.
you don't know what the niche of yours is. You're still trying to figure it out. I mean, yours is
No,
promotion. I mean, that's what yours is. It's promoting you. It's promoting the people you have on. That's what you do. Your whole, I mean, 20 minutes of promotion. You're funny, but I mean, it's a promotion podcast. I mean,
it's
a good,
having a good
positive
time.
one.
Having a good time.
Pimping your town, pimping everybody in town, pimping every band, pimping.
Jesus, Zach Eady, number 9. Grizzlies.
Give us an update of people you can name up to now.
Reed Shepard from Kentucky.
What number?
3. And Zach Eady.
Okay.
And there's 1, 2, 3 people from France.
Yeah, France, because that, what's his name?
Those are all 3 black people.
Wembley,
right there.
because of Wembley, man. He's
you can see the draft. I can't.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up on ESPN.
Well, aren't you on your phone? Couldn't you just get up and move over to where the team's at?
Well, no, because the reception.
Are you on
landline?
Yeah. I didn't know I called you on a landline, homie.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry. After 9 o'clock, well, what's that shit back in the day? It was like.
Yeah, call me after 9.
Yeah.
And I get unlimited.
Yeah, once my unlimited minutes start.
I saw a deal the other today. It said it used to be you wanted unlimited minutes after 9. Now I pay for unlimited. I don't fucking talk to nobody. So.
Word, yeah, because you're working. Yeah.
And I was going to do a story here. It's a kind of in sad boob news, which I'd say 10 years ago this would have been sad boob news. Hooters said Monday that it's closing a select number of underperforming restaurants. The latest casual dining chain to announce shutdowns amid broader industry woes. I just wanted to bring politics into it. Hooters said it was under pressure from client market conditions, but added that new restaurants continue to open domestically and internationally. It did not respond. I wonder how many total Hooters are left. The only reason I kind of was hoping.
When's the last time you went to Hooters?
When we're in Vegas, every time I'm in Vegas, but I don't even think I eat there. I just.
But now that you eat chicken, would you go?
Probably, yeah, I'd go eat somewhere.
What about you, Stevie B? You go?
There's not a Hooters around here no more, though.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's been closed for a long time, buddy.
Never been to a Hooters. I remember there was one in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and when we would like go to the zoo and shit like that when we were kids, I could always go by there and shit. But yeah, fucking never went.
This one's 129 miles from us.
Really?
Yeah, because like Twin Peaks, kind of when they came to town, they pretty much instantly shut them down here. It had really, the one here had really fallen off. The store was kind of grody inside. All of them were really, that wood vibe just got, I mean, it was cool.
Last time you had Larry's.
Well, with you.
Okay. He hasn't been cheating on me, but I've cheated on him.
Oh, I'm sure you have. No, I've had Popeyes many times. So,
that's only cheating on Amy.
Yeah, she gets mad every time I do.
Sorry, Stevie. We're talking about our chicken place over here.
Yeah,
KJ
we do.
and
We ain't got none of them. We ain't got no
you
more
need a Larry's chicken
Popeyes.
over there.
What's the best chicken around Casper, bud?
Not to be
You guys got any
biased,
cha-
not to be biased or anything. I'd say Little Shop of Burgers
Okay.
because it's
what
fresh
else?
cut chicken.
You guys do breaded chicken semis, like hot chicken? Or
Yep,
what do you do?
Yep, breaded, grilled. Yeah. But
Okay, what
as
else?
far as like fast food chain goes, I guess KFC is like the only.
That sucks.
Like
I
the
mean, they're
only
okay.
one.
I mean, they're they're in Oklahoma 6 maybe.
Yeah.
I like the border bowls from KFC.
Okay. They got some things that aren't bad. I like Wendy's chicken probably better than KFC. How many? What's
touche,
the population?
yeah.
What's the population of Casper?
Oh fuck! I just looked it up the other day when we were doing the show.
Got to be like 20 plus.
Yeah. Hurry
I'm
up,
typing it
Google.
right now. It's okay.
Okay, you're the
My
man.
internet works. We might not even been doing this show the whole time.
We had to have been. We had 19 comments on our Facebook. We were popping. It was our wives, but that counts, right?
There's 300 total Hooters restaurants left as of April 3rd, 2024. But with this doesn't include the closures.
I took my daughters to Hooters when they were little one time, and one of the Hooters girls took them to the bathroom for me.
That's weird. What if they touched them?
It was a girl, and they were like,
Oh, yeah, because girls never touch.
well, my kids were like 2, 4, and 6 at the
I'm
time.
just messing with you. I'm sorry.
She's like, you want me to take them?
Trending now, NBA draft, presidential debate, which I forgot's coming up. Is that tonight?
Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Cody Williams from Colorado, number 10.
Tomeo Perry, I don't know what that is. John Force, Taylor Swift, which always trending. Julian Assange.
Dude, I watched the biography
Anybody
on
care
her
about-
yesterday.
On who?
Taylor.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
you and TJ should do a podcast and talk about it later.
I'm a
like
Swiftie.
older Taylor Swift music. Yeah. Do you think that Travis Kelce and
Like
Taylor
the
Swift are real?
I don't know, man.
I would assume. Why?
I mean,
so
like
is
a
it,
real couple. Like they're like.
you don't think this is just you think it's just like for the? Yeah, I think they're legit. I mean,
Yeah,
they're.
my wife thinks they're really in love. I think that's fake.
Yeah, I think they're really in love. Hey, live, you guys want me to try my first ever anything with tahini on it?
Dude, those are bomb.
What is it?
I got them some candies. They're gummy bears with tahini on them,
Ooh.
chili and lime.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot I'm sugar free too. Right now.
Not now.
Yeah, not anymore, dude.
Well, I would prefer a regular gummy.
Yeah, well, you got it. Try the white one.
This almost tastes like the edible gummies.
That's the best one.
And okay, that one's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad, but it's still. I mean,
Different. And they put that. I talked to my Mexican brethren at work. It says right here, warning: choking hazard. Small food, not suitable for liberals and children under the age of 3.
man, that freaking chili powder got me in the throat, bud. Well, yeah, I did. I heard you get the liberal thing in there. I always hear you work your TJ magic, brother.
That's my point.
Well, I think we're gonna cut off here pretty quick. What else you got, my friend? Before we
Who you got lined up next? Got any big guests coming?
Yeah, who's the next on your show? Well, tell us about Vanderheiden Designs too. I keep cutting you off. I'm even used to it by now.
Shit, not much. I guess the next quote unquote show is going to be at Arts in the Park in Mitchell, South Dakota. That event hasn't gone on for 17 years. I'm going to have a fuck ton of artwork at a killer price. I'm going to bring, all my podcast stuff. It's going to be an amazing weekend. It's a free event. There's a car show. Fucking, whoo. I'm so excited. I'm getting goosebumps. July 27th, 28th, and the 29th.
About a month from now.
Yep.
You got any more wrestling art on?
Not at this time. Not at this time.
You kind of go in. I've
looking
noticed
at
you
your
kind of
website
go.
right now.
You kind of go in phases.
Yeah.
On what you do.
Well, yes, sir. Because I don't know how to explain it. So, like, beings at this event is, like, coming up and shit. Like, I'm focused on, like, landscape type shit because I don't know how to explain it. A lot of people like the landscape stuff, not so much the pop culture. Like, I guess if that's the fucking right word for it. But
I know what you're talking about.
But that was the other thing that was really crazy. So I got second place for that judged exhibit.
Yes, sir.
Last month.
With your bird?
Yeah, dude, that shit is so fucking gangsta.
Your jailbird.
But today I went to meet up with a friend of mine, and one of the jurors that actually was in there.
Okay, not for your court case, but for the
One
judges.
yes.
Of the judges.
Thank you for
the
clearing that.
competition. Okay.
There we go. I was getting ready to wonder.
I was thinking for a second, but I think I knew where you were going. I think
Thank you. Yes, but yeah, it was crazy
maybe
because
a
like
previous juror, but
yeah, but like none of those people knew, like, you know, there was no names on anything, this, that, and the other, and it was this older cat, and Rachel's like, yeah, he's the one that won the second place, da 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 da. And he goes, well, I was really trying to. I don't know. It was just really crazy. You know what I mean?
For you.
Oh yeah, hardcore,
Okay,
and
man.
so
That's
was like
awesome.
this other dude, and I don't know. It was just crazy.
Hard to know if they're just politicking on you. You know, if that's just the things they got to say. You know, they might have been the ones that actually voted against you, but they're like, I'm going to take the credit for this guy.
Yeah.
And he's going to walk out. He's going to do a podcast tonight, and he is going to be feeling good.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm torn. I love my Ric Flair. I'm not torn. I mean, that's my favorite piece. But the two that mean the dearest to me are probably ones that mean the least to you, and it's probably the Al Bundy. It's probably the Al Bundy or the Mel Gibson, man. The Mel Gibson, when that hit me in the feels,
dude,
you never knew how big of a part of our old show and stuff he was. And then, I mean, obviously the Al Bundy is,
Making another Lethal Weapon movie.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think.
What else you got before I kick you off here?
As far as sorry, I'm a scatterbrain. TJ, the wrestling thing. I think the next wrestler that I'm going to do a painting of is Bret Hart.
That's cool. You know, Bret Hart was my favorite wrestler as a kid.
Really?
And I always wished, that I could be the kid with Bret Hart laid the sunglasses on. And as I became an adult, and started learning more about wrestling and stuff, he's a fucking whiny little bitch.
Yeah, that's the problem with him. Like, he's tarnished his legacy so bad by
everybody sucks but him.
But it's crazy as you talk to a lot of the wrestlers, and they did like him at certain times, and he taught them a ton. But he is so bitter. I mean,
it's like, Sean.
The Goldberg
Sean
thing
was never really
thing.
very good.
Yeah,
it's like, Goldberg. He sucked. He hurt me bad.
Yeah, I don't get. He
gave me a stroke.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's just
It's true.
I've been watching that. That's What You Watching. We do a little segment called What You Watching, and what I've been watching is Who Killed the WCW.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
TV watching.
Yep. I just finished that this morning.
Did you?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
that's
Is that like on AIM?
It's on Vice. But you can. I mean, it's streaming.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you can bootleg
Hulu.
it on YouTube.
Yep.
Casey's got the good Hulu, so.
Yeah.
You need the password. It changes every 6 days. So
yeah, you got to get in the email chain of my password change. Every time somebody locks me out, I got to reset the password and then send it out to all 73 people. Sorry if you're listening. Freaking charge me fucking more. I don't care. To my Hulu.
So what's Stevie? What are you watching, Casey?
He just watched that. But you watching anything else new besides watching the Who Killed WCW?
Yes, actually. That 60 Days In. There's a new season of that, and then.
Is that real? I mean, they really sneak these people. How does that work?
I think they tell them they're doing a documentary on a new, whatever. And they don't, I mean, I think at this point, because the show's been out and people have TV in prison.
Yeah.
I think it's probably ruined most of it for the most part.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's like some weird drama that I don't know, sucks me in. You know what I mean?
Okay. Like the 90 Day Fiance. It's the train wreck factor of it. It's a weird nerdy dude that starts out an episode or a season, and by the end of it, he's like thugged, hardcore, been beat up 14 times, and
them guys been raped in there yet?
I don't think I've ever seen a raping on anything. I think
they're like censored.
I think there's been some threats of it. I think they tried holding the dude down, and then somebody ran, and but also I think they probably got some sort of buzzers on these people
so it was like last season, I believe, there was like these two dudes. One of them was like this TikTok star fucking shit. Came in, the one dude's like, oh, I've seen you before. And then the other dude got hella pissed off. Well, they had a boxing match, actually.
Okay.
And I was following the shit. There was gloves. I was watching the shit, following it on TikTok.
I was going to say, if not, it would just be a fight, but okay.
Yeah, and the one Carlos guy, I tried getting him on the podcast, dude. so fucking close. I'm going to have to message him again. But when I was interacting with him, and he's like, "Oh, well, when can we do it?" And I'm like, "We can do it right now, man." Like, but see, that's another thing that I found, I
Be a
guess.
cool niche, the prison cast.
Yes, sir. But I
I
think,
think that would be cool as shit, man. You could get some crazy stories.
oh yeah, I got some too. It would be really cool to get like some of the older cats that I was in with to fucking tell stories and whatnot. But
Which was the inspiration for your jailbird painting for the new listeners? Or anybody that makes this far.
To win.
Anybody.
To win. Because the first time that I had my solo show at the Nick, when it was so crazy because like there was a pamphlet and shit, you know what I mean? And you had to write all this stuff up and, you know, when did you start and da 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 da. And then when I seen that, people were looking at that, and there was a bunch of them that were like, "Oh, so you've done time," and like, you know, snobby ass fucking people, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, when I heard there was gonna be a churd thing, and there was, you know, let's just go all out, you know what I mean? Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
I watched the coolest thing that I don't know about coolest, but it was the weirdest thing I've seen. So I don't know if I've talked to you since I've been on my Trailer Boys kick. Are you a Trailer Boys guy? Have you ever watched any of the Trailer Park Boys?
Oh, yes, sir. Yup.
Did you ever watch the Dublin one where they go to Ireland?
Yes, it was like that road trip series or some shit.
Yeah, but this one's crazy. It's because it's like a movie, but on this one, and they go, and it starts out just like if they're in the trailer park. They win a trip to Dublin to go see Rush play, and then they get busted because Ricky brings weed with him to Ireland, and then they have to go to court. They get community service, and then all of a sudden it turns into a stand-up special. So it's like 40 minutes or 35 minutes of like the movie, and then it turns into an hour-long stand-up special with all of them, and they got I can't think of his name, but the shirt Randy on there with them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which one's the fat?
the one without a shirt.
No, the guy that was living in the car.
Ricky, that's me. You're. We've decided of me, you, and E. E's Bubbles. I'm Ricky, and you're Julian.
Julian's the guy that.
He's kind of the leader, more or less, but you wouldn't be the leader of our group. But just because he wears black shirts and he thinks he's muscle
Dude, I
bound.
was just gonna say that almost every time you guys do live, TJ's wearing a black shirt. Yeah.
I know he's trying to look all muscle bound, man.
That's
and I'm the Ricky.
awesome.
I'm the one that really makes the things happen. I'm the dumbest one. I know it. He just plays it and whatnot therefore. He says some of the best things. If I just want to get a whole list of, he does all the sayings, you know, like a rock in the hand is worth, you know, but whatever. But he'll screw every one of them up, and I want to get all of the Ricky sayings.
It's
So
it's like Biden saying something. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what he's trying to say, but it just ain't coming out.
Yeah.
I think nothing happened.
Yeah. Of course, I'm
Like
a
both of them.
burnout father or something. I can't remember that one.
I really tried to get into it. I don't know if it was just like it's supposed to be like low quality, right?
Beginning,
Yeah.
the problem is like after season 8, they get whatever Netflix picks them up, but the 3 of the main guys pick up the show themselves, and then they have then the quality really goes up.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the whole point. It's supposed to be a
I get kind of
documentary
the point.
series.
Yeah, it's just
It's
kind of.
just a dude that met him in jail and follows him around, and it gets better, it gets worse, but it's just you fall in love with them. And
So I've watched like 4 episodes, and my favorite guy kind of so far is the like lead cop guy from the trailer park.
Leahy, he's
like my
what's
favorite.
funny is he plays
Yeah.
the ultimate drunk, and the guy never drank in his life. He might have had like one drink,
He
but
has a drink on what I've seen so far.
oh yeah, he turns into the ultimate drunk. He's the reason they actually ended the show finally. He died during the
in real life?
during the filming of the last episode. And so they turn it in the very last episode, they take a whole bunch of mushrooms and turn into cartoons. And then there's an animated series that picks up from there. And I'm like at the end of the first season of the animated series. But it literally picks up exactly where the movie or in the end of the season turns them in. They're in a jail cell and they all turn into cartoons because they're so messed up on mushrooms. So if you haven't watched
Man,
the
I
last
want
episode,
some mushrooms.
I ruined it. Yeah, I watched. I thought that's what TJ brought me over. I've been seeing all these, medical controlled mushroom gummies,
Where can we get them?
I don't know, but they're for, they're like,
You don't fail a drug test for that, right?
I don't know.
Negative.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't partake in that stuff, but if under, like if me and Aaron Rodgers went into a tent with some Indians and they gave us mushrooms or ayahuasca or whatever to find our souls and become better people, I'm just trying to, figure out what happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh, why you are the way you are?
Yeah, I want to know why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
I know most of the reasons, but I can't keep you. You've got to forgive. The only way to move on.
I took mushrooms and looked at that painting before I went and dropped it off too. That was pretty fucking intense.
Yeah, but I feel like you finished it on mushrooms when it started getting more and more colorful, bud. And I'm not mad about it. All right, I'm gonna get off here. We ran a little over, not that it matters. We'll do it again, man. We'll do a real interview style. I like having you on just to hang out. If you are listening, Stevie's been on quite a few times. I've been on his podcast. At this point, he's just kind of an extra cast member when he's here. We want his opinion. We want him to pimp his shit. But we just want him to come hang out with us and get that laugh going. We miss, especially when Skin Man's here. I don't got a laugh to rely on. So,
well, I appreciate you guys.
Brother, I'll keep following you. We'll keep talking. Have a good time. Everybody go find the Three Wheel Bicycle podcast. Go order. He'll send art to your house.
Yep.
I did a whole show and exposed my art. You can see 2 pieces in picture frame now. And a lot of times you see the third one when Skin Man's actually here and I widen up. So I'm going to let you go, buddy. We're going to finish the show, my man.
All right. Well, hey, you fellas have a good night.
You
All right,
too,
man.
Stevie.
All right,
Peace out, bro.
later.
Later.